everything fell apart because chemo is my biggest fear because I've seen what it did to my dad. They called and said I have aggressive triple negative breast cancer. Yeah, like I said, it's not been a good couple years. My dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. We lost him in 2018. I've seen the horrors of like what a cancer and chemotherapy, and then, you know, when it doesn't work out, I've lived that. I had surgery on both hips, so I was out of work and recovering from that. And right when I was about to return to work, my 2-year-old niece was hit by a car 6 weeks ago, and she was killed. Things are just not going well. I can't believe I'm going through this, and I can't believe my family has to watch me now go through this. Lying in bed with like my hand on my heart, just grieving, and I thought, like, wouldn't it be so crazy if I had a lump? Like, just a crazy thought popped in, and they do their usual test, and they're like, all right, see you next year. And I, for some reason, said, can we just make sure? I'm lying there, and the ultrasound woman can't say anything to you, but we both see there's a big black thing on the screen, and I'm like, what's happening? Later, they called and said, cancer. It's cancer. And immediately I was like, well, not the real kind, you know, like something like just the kind where you can maybe just have a little surgery, not like the fighting for your life kind. And she said, okay, so I will see you for your double mastectomy in 5 months after your chemo. That's when everything fell apart because chemo is my biggest fear because I've seen what it did to my dad. He was a rabbi, he had a beard and his hair, and just watching that just fall out. Said with the chemo, his body betrayed him in new and creative ways every day. To know that I have that coming, even though our experiences are going to be different. Please God, I'm going to make it. My dad passed away from the cancer, but please God, I'm going to fight this. The first question is, you know, before, like, first you want to say like, okay, am I going to live? But the second question, am I going to lose my hair? First sign that you're sick. It's just the first, like, slowly, but like every door is being closed. My life feels like it's slipping through my fingers, and I just can't stop it. I'm terrified.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You wanted to save your hair to donate to anyone else who's going through similar circumstances. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna section your hair now so that we can cut some of the hair because we want to keep as much length as possible. This is gonna be good. Is there? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You promise. It's just a lot to go through. It's gonna be fine. Wow, how does it feel?
I don't even know. I think this is the one.
Here we have the wig. We actually sewed a little bit of your hair in the front, so this is your hair. So when someone compliments you and says, I love your hair, this is your hair. So you say thank you. You don't say, they don't need to know it's a wig.
I grew it myself. Hi guys, here we are on the streets of New York. I am rocking the wig. It could not look more stunning. I feel like myself, even in a New York winter. This wig is not going anywhere.